Hi kids, welcome to day 1 of Vacation Bible School. I hope you've been having a great summer. Today you're going to be learning about how Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. We stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Trusting in you. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Rocky Railway. My name is Jillian Murray, and I am so excited to be riding the rails with you this week. This week we're going to sing, we're going to do some crafts and activities, and we're going to celebrate Jesus' power. We're imagining what it would be like to journey on a steam train through the wild and vast, beautiful Rocky Mountains. Have you ever been to the Rocky Mountains? So a long time ago, trains were the fastest way to travel when you had to go really, really far or up a big hill. Not too many people ride steam trains anymore. Steam trains get their power from a steam engine. Imagine a steam engine being like a tea kettle. When the water inside the kettle boils, it pushes steam through a hole and then it starts to whistle. The inventors found a way to capture that steam and turn it into power. Enough power for a train to pull thousands and thousands of pounds over tall Rocky Mountains. Trains have the power to cross miles and miles of desert, carrying things to people who need them. So this week, we're going to discover a special kind of power that you and I do have. Power right here, and it lies in Jesus. Can you get ready to help me do that? Can you find Jesus' power? And Jesus is going to help us do some really, really important things. Maybe when you think of a power, You think of superheroes who have superpowers. Or maybe the word power makes you think of somebody with really big muscles. Strong muscles and superpowers are things that we usually think of when we hear the word power. But God has so much more power than either of those things. God has the power to create mountains and oceans just by speaking. God has the power to love and forgive, comfort and heal. God is even more powerful than death. Jesus is God's very own Son, and he has all of that power too. So each day at VBS, you'll be learning a Bible point, which is a very important truth from the Bible to remember. Today, we're going to explore how Jesus' power helps us to do hard things. The Bible says, "For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength." Jesus gives us the strength to power through sadness, confusion, or hard times. Jesus' power is with us through every rocky time. So let's go ahead and get started today. Today, you have in your activity bag a prayer box. So hopefully you can do that at home. You have your snack, and we're going to be watching some really neat videos about how Jesus' power helps us to do hard things. I hope you have a great first day at Bible school.
I heard some commotion last night about a rock slide. That could be really bad. Maybe we can find someone here that could help us. Oh, maybe this guy knows. Excuse me, do you work here?
Do I work here? Friend, I've been working on the railroad all the live long day. In fact, I don't just work on the trains, I drive the trains. Name's Camtrack, and I'm an engineer here.
Hi, I'm Sarah. With a name like Camtrack, you must know a lot about trains.
Yeah, well, when you love the trains like I do, they become part of you.
Wow, that's pretty deep. But maybe you can help us. My friends and I heard something about a rock slide.
You heard right. Last night, a bunch of huge boulders came tumbling down the mountain and landed right on the tracks.
That's not good.
No, and with the boulders where they are, train can't move, we're stuck here. My crew and I were supposed to head down the mountain this morning, but we can't get out. Good thing I'm here to take care of it.
You really think you're strong enough to lift a massive boulder?
I don't think, I know.
Okay, well, why don't you warm up with this rock right here?
That little one right there, easy, easy peasy. In fact, why don't you all take a step back just in case things go flying. All right, here we go. One second. Oh, it's useless. It's just too hard.
It's funny you should mention that, Cam, because today we were learning that Jesus' power helps us do hard things. It could be taking a test at school, or helping a sick family member, standing up to a bully, or even having to say bye to a friend and really going to miss them.
What are you doing? We've already established I'm not that strong.
None of us are strong on our own, but we have a friend who is, Jesus. Jesus is powerful in all ways. He can help us through anything, even the stuff that's hard for us on the inside. I know life can be hard sometimes, and it might feel really heavy, but Jesus is there to help us carry the load.
This Jesus guy sounds like a good person to have as a friend. Well, I should probably get back to my crew and figure out a way to fix this boulder problem. But maybe Jesus can help me figure out the right idea on how to fix that too.
Yeah, and when my friends and I are done here, we can come help you.
Oh, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. I'll see you later.
Hey there, friends! Glad you're all on board for a rambunctious week of faith and fun at Rocky Railway. I'm Ramsey, a bighorn sheep. Can you guess why? Okay, that was too easy. Check out these cool, curvy horns God gave me. Ram's horns can weigh up to 30 pounds. That's as much as some of our littlest preschool buddies. Wow! My horns have to be tough because we male sheep use them to keep other rams out of our territory. People who study rams say we can run into each other at 20 to 40 miles per hour. Bam! You can hear that sound for miles. Me and my herd hang out all over the majestic, massive Rocky Mountains. The Rocky Mountains rock! If you head up to find me, strap on your hiking boots. Sometimes my herd grazes in an alpine meadow. 'Cause that's where the good stuff is. Wow, good! But the meadow makes us an easy target for predators, so we also like to climb way up those crazy cliffs. We sheep like it steep. Me and my family can hang out on a little teeny tiny ledge that's only a few inches wide. Animals like bears or coyotes can't bother us here. Whew! And check out the view! God made us just right for staying safe in those hard, rocky places. My hooves are split and have a rough skin on the bottom that grips tight to the rugged rocks. Plus, I've got excellent eyesight. No glasses for me. It may sound like climbing these cliffs and balancing on jagged ledges is hard to do, but God has given me everything I need to live here. Find food and keep my family safe. I've heard that you sometimes have to do hard things too. When there's a bully at school, maybe you feel like you're in a rough, rocky place. You may not be balanced on a cliff ledge like me, but maybe you have to balance homework, chores, sports, music, and friendships. That sounds hard. Maybe coming here today and making new friends even feels like a hard thing for you. But did you know you don't face those hard things alone? No way! Jesus is right beside you. Yep, even right now. He gives you His power to climb through those mountains of worry and get through any rough stuff you gotta do. The Bible powers you up with this truth. For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. That means you don't have to have your own power to do hard things. Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus.
Hi kids, welcome to our Bible Adventure Time. Each day, you'll hear a different Bible story that relates to our theme of the day. What's something that comes easily to you? Maybe you're really good at dribbling a basketball, or maybe playing the piano, or maybe it's doing those math problems from school. What is something that's hard for you to do? We all have things in our life that seem easy, and then there are those things that seem a bit harder, like jobs that are too big or stuff that seems too complicated for us to even try. When you run into something like that, remember this: Jesus' power helps us do hard things. We're going to learn today about someone whose whole life changed and even how we speak of him. We're going to be talking about the Apostle Paul, but at the time he was called Saul from Tarsus. Saul was quite a bad guy for a while. In the first days of the church, the Jews did not like the disciples of Jesus and tried to hurt them. And Saul was one of those Jews, and he was in charge of arresting and even killing Christian people. As Saul was traveling towards Damascus to seek out Christians and have them arrested, a huge bright light shone down and blinded Saul for 3 whole days. And here's where Jesus stepped in and changed his life forever. A man named Ananias, who was a servant of God, got a message straight from the man upstairs. He said, "Go to the man Saul from Tarsus and put your hands on him and heal him." God proclaimed that Saul was going to be an important instrument in helping to grow the church. Do you think that Ananias maybe was scared? Of course.
Do you think that it was hard for him to go to Saul to try to heal him? Yes. Saul was hurting Christians, and Ananias was a Christian himself. Ananias obeyed. It was God asking after all. And he found Saul there just as promised. Immediately he was healed and realized that it was God who was responsible for the experience. Saul prayed and was baptized and started to shock people right away by spreading the word and teaching. He was changed, not in a week or a month, but immediately. Some things take a long time to transform, like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly or a new baby growing up. But this man went to work right away, right after his encounter. And it probably helped that Ananias followed directions and prayed. It was hard for Ananias to do what God asked him to do, but we know that Jesus' power helps us do hard things. What God did for Ananias, you can do for people you know who have things to do. You can ask God to help them just by praying. Thanks for visiting today. I'll see you tomorrow for another Bible adventure.
My name is Dominic, and I'm almost 11 years old.
Dominic lives with his mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa. He enjoys all kinds of hobbies, but one is his favorite.
I like to build things. I also like karate a lot. I love karate because I get to really express myself and I get to have fun, and I also get to build character and build physical strength.
Learning karate is hard work. Dominic practices up to 3 times a week. Plus, he practices at home with his dad.
The hardest thing about karate is definitely a lot of push-ups, leg lifts, sit-ups.
Dominic knows that he needs to trust Jesus when things get hard.
There was this board breaking thing, and I saw all the other kids break it with their palm, right here. Boom. Just didn't work out for me.
Dominic failed to break the board with his hand, but he didn't give up. He continued to train, and he asked Jesus to help him.
And I said, I'm gonna break this board. It's an obstacle in my way, and let me push through it. And I broke it.
Another part of karate is taking tests to earn new belts. Each belt color represents a new level. Earning a new belt is hard.
I was very discouraged on the first day because I was afraid I wasn't going to pass, and that's what brought me down. The second day, I was feeling very, very discouraged, very, very, very sad. And I thought, I don't think I'm going to pass this, and I didn't. I failed, and I failed, and I failed. Finally got to the last day that I could possibly test, and I said, this isn't going to be like those last times. I am going to pass it. I said, you know what, Jesus can help me get through this. I'm just going to pray to him today. I am going to pass the test tomorrow. And I did.
In the Bible, in the book of Philippians chapter 4, verse 13, it says, "For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength."
My 3-day test, it was really hard. And Jesus helped me through that. I was nervous for it. If you're going through hard things, I suggest that all you need to do is just trust in God and he'll help you. Pray to God and he can get you through anything. Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
heart, it's the power. Yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. 'Cause God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop. I feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power. Yeah, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power. Yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. Let's do it all again right now. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap